1 year ago, the Tabletop Titans Tournament put 8 armies to the test in a single elimination event, ultimately crowning a single winner from these 8 competitive and compelling armies of the time. Now, 1 year later, this annual event returns as we put 8 more armies through the gauntlet to determine a new Tabletop Titans Tournament champion. Hey everybody, it's Adrian from Tabletop Titans, excited to be here talking about the Tabletop Titans Tournament 2, which I also like to call the T5. Very excited. We have 8 modern armies going up against each other, fighting for the crown. Let's go ahead and take a look at what they are. In this single elimination style tournament, 4 of the Tabletop Titans will take the helm of 2 armies each, attempting to take at least one of these to the top. First off, we have Mr. Bridger Hahn, who's piloting, of course, the Custodes. This infamous dreadnought list has managed to shock and surprise many opponents in its ability to shut down high-strength weapons as well as deny kills and rerolls against them. Durability is the name of the game here as the most elite army of the tournament field. Now, while most of us know Bridger as a Custodes player, he's recently taken a liking to the Death Guard, who make up our second army in the tournament. This durable list brings a veritable plethora of firepower, backed up by extremely powerful Death Shroud Terminators and several smaller units of Poxwalkers, maximizing efficiency and mortal wounds. Next up, we have a recent addition to the team, Mr. John Blake, piloting his favorite army, the Drukhari. This absolute powerhouse of a list is certainly in contention for winning the entire event, with its multiple smaller units backed up by some absolutely hard-hitting characters. He has no less than 5 units of Witches, 3 Incubi, and a quarter of the Archon itself. John's second list takes a look at one of the more infamous lists from this past season in the form of the Ultramarine Dreadnought Heavy list that includes no less than 6 Dreadnoughts. In contention for most elite army, this flexible build puts out a torrent of bullets, as well as being no slouch in combat. This is sure to keep some opponents on their toes. Next up, we have yours truly, bringing my favorite faction of all time, the Orcs! This nasty list tests some of the best assets of the new Orc book, including incredible out-of-line-of-sight shooting, potent melee threats, and some of the best utility units in the game in the form of Stormboys and Commandos. My next army for the tournament is, of course, the Adeptus Sororitas, known for rewarding precise planning and its ability to ignore many of the rules of the game. It maximizes multiple small units, throws out a respectable amount of mortal wounds, and revolves mostly around some of the most powerful characters in the game, such as Saint Celestine and Morven Val. Who is our 4th and final contender for the crown? Well, it's Brian, of course, making an exciting splash with a couple of our favorite recent armies. First up, we have the Dark Mechanicus. Certainly also in contention to win the crown, this fast and flexible list brings an astounding number of bodies with hard-hitting melee and a treasure trove of tools. Some key players in the list include 10 Taraxi and an unending horde of Sicarans. Our 8th and final army for the tournament is a recent player to the field, the Thousand Suns. This Dark Horse army brings many highly durable bodies and puts out a withering amount of firepower backed up by a veritably unstoppable assortment of psychic powers. If ever there was a spoiler list in the event, it's this one. And there we have it, the 8 contenders for the crown in the latest Tabletop Titans tournament. The event's going to go ahead and kick off on September 4th. This is going to be the Ultramarines piloted by John against Bridger and his Death Guard. It's going to be an awesome matchup. Following that, we're going to be doing coverage on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturday until we played all 7 games to determine who will be the winner of the event. We'll have the first round where we have the random pairings. Then we're going to go into the survivors pairing off against each other, leading to the finals on Saturday, where we determine the ultimate winner. And we hope to see you guys there on the tabletop.